Hey everyone, Lensman Oz and Chilled back for another episode of Modded Satisfactory. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Getting there, wrapping my head around this aluminum process. Aluminium, whatever. It's aluminum in here. I can read, it's missing the eye. Um, so just wrapping my head around this process, I went and ran a line of coal. There was one fairly close by. Whatever it was couple of 100 meters that direction. You can see the belt coming down off the hill, which is one heck of a dog leg, because it decided it didn't like me dropping it down the near side, so I had to dogleg it back to a slightly higher piece of land, but it's all good. Um, so we've got coal and bauxite in these two crates here, and I've got water coming up from down the bottom here. So I dropped a pump, water extractor, whatever you want to call it, on the little bit of a lake here. I had to put a pump in the line to get the water up this height, because we did go up a fair few meters here. And I'd like to get the processing of aluminum up to the ingot stage at this area, and then I've decided I'm going to run a truck or a tractor, whatever you want to call it, from here back to base, at least until we can unlock trains, and then we'll start looking at how we can utilize trains better, to maybe service more than just one area, if that makes sense. So at the moment we've got steel, for example, is on one truck, and we've got the plastic and rubber coming up on another truck, and we'll have a truck here doing this. So if we get to the point where we can have a train servicing all of them just in a loop, and then delivering to a central station back at the base, then that'll be a much better
Sounds
process than a
really
couple of
good.
trucks.
Yeah, it definitely sounds really good. It'd be a lot of work, but it sounds
Oh yeah,
good.
but that's what this is all about.
Mhm.
You are working down on the oil processing still, is that right?
Yes, I am overhauling.
Overhauling. It's a
Hmm.
TV show, isn't it?
Was. I don't know
Was
if it still is or not.
probably not. All right. Looking at this here, if I type aluminum in here, the way we make aluminum is via um, an alumina solution. So we turn the raw bauxite and water into an alumina solution. Then we turn which is done in a refinery here. So it's 12 bauxite, 18 water, gives 12 alumina solution and 5 silica as an output. And we take that solution, and it's turned into aluminum scrap, and that is 4 alumina solution, 2 coal, gives us 6 scrap and 2 water. So I'll be, I guess, trying to work out how to feed the water back in. I don't know, is there a water trash can in this? Um,
I have no idea on that one, Bubba.
yeah, I'm not sure how that works. Hopefully we'll be able to work out a priority system. Um, yeah, anyway. So we've got water coming out. Again, we're using a lot more water going in, 18 in, and then we're getting a little bit out too. So, oh, actually, I guess we're getting 12, so 3. We're getting 6 out. 18 in, 6 out. From that aluminum scrap, we will then smelt it in a normal foundry. Actually, it's combine it in a foundry, same way we do steel. So this is going to be aluminum scrap and silica. Now, luckily, we get the silica from the first as a byproduct of the first process. I don't know if it's going to be enough. That is a small problem that I can foresee, is potentially we won't have enough um, silica being generated by this process, in which case I'm going to need to bring silica in. Quartz. Let's see where our latest local quartz setup is. Hopefully there's something semi nearby, otherwise we're... Okay, yep, there's one 600 meters that way. So worst case, I will go and bring the quartz from there and process it down into the stuff. The where's my O button? The silica. Oh, my typing is terrible today. We will process it into the silica. So that's just a constructor recipe of quartz into silica, pretty much. So that'll be a thing, silica. Derived from raw quartz, commonly used to create glass structures. Yep, so we'll... And that's 3 quartz, 3 raw quartz into 5 silica. So again, as I said, look, worst case, I will go and run another miner and bring it over here and combine it with the rest of here, and then we'll process from there. All right, so I've got bauxite on the left here and coal on the right. Trying to work out the best way of doing this setup. Again, we're going to need, not that button, we're going to need this one. We're going to need water, and I don't know if I want to move further down here and maybe pull the floor up a bit. Because I need 2 of these. I need one feeding kind of into the other one. So let's just do this. Sure, I'll move the water pipe if I need to. Got that one. And then place you somewhere. You're going to like line up, thanks. Give it enough space. Okay, so ideally we need to get water into here. And then the coal will actually need to, probably should have placed it in the other direction down. The coal will actually need to come into here. But we'll work that out in just a second. Let me get these things running then. So, bauxite. And this is just going to be a little janky to start because that's my normal way of doing things. Much to Child's chagrin, however you pronounce that. That's the word.
Hey, you do what you got to, bro.
So 1 power into you. All right, so I've got water. I am going to be making, let me scroll down here. Bauxite and water, and we're producing alumina solution and silica. Okay. So the output will go straight into here. The output of this, I will potentially do this in there and out here. Alright, because we'll get silica coming out. You are going to be producing aluminum scrap. So I need to bring coal down to this side here. So let me do that now. Again, my terrible building skills will come into play here. Let me... Where is my stuff I want? Can I please build this? We should build this first. It's fine. Okay. Worst case, I'll rearrange this. Rearrange this belt a little. This is ridiculous. Come on. Better there. Good. And then... You know what? Let's do this again. No, that's not what I want from there. I'm going to clip a little bit, but that's fine. Okay. So you're now getting the coal that you will need. Yes. and give me the scrap, and then all I need is somehow to feed this water back into something. I really don't think there is a way of just dumping things, is there?
I don't know.
Okay, so what I can probably do is put a valve in and run the pipe back so that I can limit one side so it always fills on one. Maybe that's a thing. Let me put a junction in right here. Can I do this? And then I want 6. Thinking to myself, did I bring enough pipe? Yes, I think I did. Come out of here. And then we're going to go this direction. And into there. The idea being, you're going to be filling up, and that's a problem. Now, if I put this valve in, right here, of course it's not going to work. Too sharp for attachment, apparently. Let's put it here. Okay, configure valve. If I drop the flow rate down, I don't know if that's enough. What I want is this coming out of here, and I may need to just put a pump on this line. Cool, it's got no water in it. It seems to be working. I'll have to tweak that valve a little bit, but maybe that'll work. Alright, now, I don't have a ton of concrete on myself, and I want to make sure I can still build everything here. So, next thing I need is the foundry. So, based on the fact that we've got one input there and one input here, I actually might run this direction, and then my plan would be to put the truck stop down there. Maybe over there somewhere, because I'm going to need to bring coal over to it as well to keep the trucks full of fuel. But if I get this guy and we tell him that I want to make this, it's going to need silica and aluminium scrap. So we're going to get our belts. We're going to bring. Oh, is that the button I want? Not Mark 4 belt, thanks. No, just Mark 3. We're going to go from here. There. To here. Okay. So it's got no power for a start, which smart. 2. Cool. So it's got silica going in, and then all we need to do now is bring, and I might still do this. That. That here and put up. Alright, so, again, I don't exactly know whether the silica will be too much or whether I'll have to do something else there. I might end up having a problem, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll have to look into what the numbers are. I haven't, again, it's not how I play, right? I'm not a min-maxer in this sort of game, any factory game. So we'll have to look at some numbers and work out whether it's going to back up and I have to somehow trash things. And the only way I know how to trash things is potentially putting in an awesome sink, to be honest. The awesome sinks take fluid? Probably not, right?
I wouldn't think so.
Because then you could just pump water into it and be done with it, right?
Yeah, it would be kind of cheaty.
I mean, you can put a miner straight into them, so what's the difference, I guess?
Yeah, that is true too.
No, we'll see how this runs. I mean, at the moment, I am producing aluminium ingots. Happy days.
Sweet.
Let me really just check over here. Okay, so the coal is nice and backstuffed. I just need to take it downstairs. Again, I'll need to tweak this valve just a touch. I mean, we're sitting at... It's doing its thing. The water's emptying out of the machine, so... And this one's not... It's not starving for water, so maybe the valve is enough? Potentially? Question mark? Alright, anyway. Let's look at the truck stop. Now, I'm thinking it needs to go down here somewhere. Because obviously, otherwise I'm going to need to build a big ramp and the truck's going to have to come up the hill and that's not going to work. So whether or not we build a little platform down here somewhere... I mean, either way, it's a fun trek. Wow, whatever that thing was that I just broke. Limestone of some sort. I've got all sorts of things. Whether I build a platform here or we just try and prop the truck station here somewhere. I mean, I'm sure I can build a truck station on water, right?
I would think so if you got concrete.
It's let me build it, so that's all that matters. Right, so we've got a truck station here. Now all I need to do is just bring the items down. So I'll need to bring coal and the aluminium ingots down to here. Coal for the fuel, that's all it really needs to be. And then the truck station we build at the other end will have coal as a fuel as well, that way there's no confusion. And then we're going to need to get the aluminium in here. And then everything will be good. So what I might do... Again, I mean, I know it's a long way away, but... To me, that's the better option. We come up the hill here and then turn and stop, and then go back down. So power, for example, can come from... No, that one's full. Come from that one there, maybe? Come on. Come on, can you get it? Really? Not that far away. Power can come from... there. So it's got power. So now all I'll do is I'll just run some belts. I'm going to put a splitter in over here. Try and make it neat and tidy as possible, but we'll go from this output down the hill. Somehow. However that looks. Oh, I'm out of concrete. So no, I won't be doing that. I'll be going back to base first. So I'll run back to base, I'll collect up the items I need, and I'll... Oop, I think that might be a... Oop, there's a bit of a lag or a crash or something going on. We'll see how we go, and I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. There was a small, like very small rollback in the server itself, which is just my computer. But mine hard crashed and Chilled was just kicked out to the menu. So we've just had a bit of a discussion around the trains thing. And if you're looking on the screen right now, you'll see that I have just clicked the button to unlock trains.
Milestone reached. A new set of buildings and vehicles needed for long-range transportation has been made available. In addition to built-in power conduction, rails-based transit ensures increased efficiency and reliability for both the transport of pioneers and cargo.
Right. So I just unlocked trains. We're having a bit of a discussion on how best to run the trains, because we think, you know, we've done trucks before. We've got two tractors or whatever they're called running at the moment. One down to where Chilled is at the moment down there. and then the other one runs for the steel. Now, again, I'm not 100% sure how trains work in this game. I'm assuming it's... that could be a bad idea, but I'm assuming it's similar to most of your other, real-life train systems with the way the signals work and all that sort of stuff. But what we're thinking of doing, potentially, and it's probably going to cost 4 arms and 6 legs, will be a route that runs out to where Chilled is, and then turns around and comes back. A route that runs out to where the steel's being produced and turns around and comes back. And then out to where the aluminium is being produced, where this docking station is at the moment. And I'm pretty sure the game just crashed on me. And then back. So we'll see what happens once my game comes back. Pretty... Oh, no, it's back. I don't know. The joys of modded, right?
Yeah, joys of modded and recording.
Yeah. So yeah, look, it's a big distance that we're going to travel, right? So using trucks is one thing, and I mean, look, the distance to where I'm making aluminium is pretty much the same as where Chilled is now. It's about the same sort of distance. Looking at the maps itself, like, if anything, it's marginally, probably marginally shorter, and it's just lagging again. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it's actually crashing. I just don't know. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a mission to make this. Hopefully this will come back again. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we'll play around with trains a little. It's having some issues. Maybe it's the map. I don't know. So I'm going to see what it's worth to make this stuff. Looking at trains themselves, looks a little expensive.
Yeah. Oh wow, you just went. Mr. Robot.
Oh, I mean, the railway itself is fairly cheap. It's just some steel.
I'm wondering if it's because me and you are so far apart, it's happening to try and render both.
Oh, it could be. Could be. But we've been apart most of the time for this episode, and like, I don't know. I don't. Oop, there, it's lagging again. It could just be an internet thing too, right? Maybe I've been having some slight issues with my internet lately, so we'll see what happens. So I'm going to put another cut in before it crashes itself. We're going to play around with trains just a little bit and see what we got, and we will be right back. All right, so that was definitely a crash, and then we've decided to reboot my machine, and Chilled has actually lost everything. His car's floating in the middle of nowhere over there for some reason. There's no dropped items or anything like that, so it's a bit of a bummer. We're just toying with the idea of doing this. Now, this is probably a bit silly, but why not, right? So just trying to work out how best to run the train down that way towards the other end, and we'll probably end up with sort of a crisscross type arrangement, or like a multiple stations next to each other, or whatever we're gonna. We're just again playing around. But the idea being that the train will need to go in and out of one station, and vice versa. So I'm not sure how best to do this. Ideally, if we could build it in a way that it wouldn't matter if you had multiple trains on there. Again, signals are going to be able to play a part in that, but I'm not at the point myself where I know I can build that. So it'll kind of be a one train, and then see how we go, and then maybe work around trying to make them split into stations and stuff. Now, I know blocking signals or block signals are a thing where we could potentially have 3 stations up here, and they all, can switch in and out of each other, but I don't understand how switching works yet, or how I could feed track back onto this, if that makes sense. I don't know of any We've just got platforms, and I don't know if there's a way of putting the track in and out, if that makes sense. I think it's probably going to end up just being a forwards and back station at either end terminated, if that makes sense, and then having 3 trains. But I don't know. We'll play around with it and see what we can come up with. We went up to this height just 1 for giggles, and 2 to kind of
Hope you're not afraid of heights.
yeah. I'm a little yeah. I did fall off already once. Yeah, just to see if we can keep the train out of the base, if that makes sense. And you know, I mean, it gives us a bit of a platform to expand out. So ideally, we would want a train heading that direction between the arch. Pretty much, you can just see the 2 miners over there. So we could run a track from say here and run it all the way through and down over there somehow. It'd be great. And then it'd be above all the gas clouds, and you know, use some of the local land to base our train off. I just don't quite know how we're gonna do this, but you know, I may end up just literally. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Literally just going here. I'm gonna pop down this and zoom out that direction. There we go. That's 30 blocks this way. 30 platforms this way. Anyway, you know, Minecraft physics are well in effect here, I think.
Yeah. Just a little bit. We have crystal oscillators somewhere.
We don't have them being crafted. You'll need to just grab the quartz and make them.
Okay.
Sorry. I never got around to building
Alright.
them. It was on the
alright.
list. Let's go a little bit further. Oh,
Couldn't
I'm out of
remember
material.
Say the base is growing to a point where it's hard to remember where things are at.
Yes, I never set that one up, so. But you can see, like, we're pretty high up in the air. I don't know if there's a way of detecting how high in the air we are, but I'd like to see if we can potentially build some pillars like I did on the other side, and we'll run the train down through that arch. But yeah, we need a bunch more stuff before we can. Oh, you know why I'm running so slow? Got my jetpack on. I'm a little hesitant to be up here without my my jetpack, or at least I guess a parachute. Again, as I said, I have fallen off once already. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could make it into just a loop. Maybe we don't need to come backwards and forwards to the base so much.
Well, yeah, however you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out the
It'd
best
be
way.
simpler that way for now. We can do the fancy one later.
I think I might just like run out through there and just have I wonder if there's a way of having a car per recipe or per material or whatever it is. But yeah, I'm going to play around with this a little bit in between. Kind of running out of time today to get any more super duper content done for you guys, but so I'll be wrapping up very shortly. But yeah, this is where we're at. We've decided against the truck, and let's just go trains and see what happens. I'm going to need a bunch more material. I'm going to need a bunch more of the heavy frames, and lots more steel. And hopefully we can get this thing to work. I don't know the sort of levels of height that it can go up on the hill here, but like, I mean, I could probably run down and quickly build a train and see what happens, but it's not powered, so I would need a station and a few other bits and pieces. But pardon me. Going down the ladder, it's like, eh.
Yeah,
Part of me wants to.
don't pull a Minecraft and fall to your death again like that.
Well, you know,
That's
it was
my
fun.
problem.
It was fun. It was a great drop from the height. Where are they? They're here. So if I grab some of these heavy frames, let me just really quickly grab a few more of these. I'm going to need just a couple things. Just to wrap it up, I want to place a station up there. And pop down a train, I think. I just need some Oh, hang on. We had a thing in the MAM. Now I get an alternate. Now I get an alternate recipe for aluminium scrap in a refinery. 12. What's the difference? 4 and 2, or... Oh, you can use the pet coke. That's a thing. Normal computers. Wow. You want an alternate recipe for computers?
It may be nice.
It uses 8 circuit boards and 3 crystal oscillators instead of 10 circuit boards, 9 cables, 18 plastic, and 52 screws.
Okay.
It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. I think I'm going to take that. Otherwise, the other one we've got... Yeah, I'm going to take the computer. We'll work around that. I needed a couple of beacons.
I've got 6.
Needed 5. I've just made them. Make a train. Just need to pick up some concrete and I can make a station. Whoop. All the concrete's gone. Right, really quickly, I'm going to run up top. I'm going to have a bit of a giggle here. I'm going to place a station right up on top here. Alright. First time I came up here, I didn't actually have a platform up here and I had to step on top of the wall. It was fun. It's fun, it was fun. I don't know if I need to have this like this. Let's have a look at... I'm assuming freight platform. Okay, so you need to do the train platform, train station first. It's too steep. Is the floor too steep if it's flat?
Well, it's one of those wonders of nature, right?
Is not a thing? Like, do I need to make it wider? And get in real quick. Ah, okay. It's just yep, flooring. The train station. Great platform both sides. Great platform. Pretty sure we're only going to be bringing the train stations are directional.
Are they?
Yes, directional.
Okay.
And you've got to do a timetable. That's interesting. So yes, we can potentially pop a... Oh, I don't have the materials to build a train now. I ran all that way. Thought I had everything. I'm missing 4 computers.
That I don't have.
But there's a truck. There's a rail car. Interesting. 4 computers. You know what? You know what? Again, you know, we're looking at the end of the episode here, but we really want to get this done. This is computers, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've got computers now. Right onto the actual elevator. Okay, just want to build a train. Even if it drives off into the nothing. Right. Hello. Now it's not powered, but trains are pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. So we'll see how we go. We'll have to see if it'll actually do what we need it to do. And for that, it's going to require power.
Guess what I just found?
What's that?
My crate.
Oh, where is it?
Not where the machine was. It's way on back.
Okay. It's a power pole I can connect to. Come on. Oh, every power pole around here's got 4 on it. There's one.
So pop one loose and throw
Oh.
another one in.
I got power. Space bar for brake. Oh, who's scared? There you go. I don't know what it's going to do when I get to the end here. This could be interesting. Anyway, so this is obviously the train system. Switch intersection path. Okay. Braking. Oh, it's rolling. Yeah, it's pulling. Yeah, go up this hill. Oh, there you go. Okay, we're good. No problems.
Huh?
No problems once
What
it
kind
gets
of fuel
moving.
you running on at the minute?
What
Or
type
is
of
it
what?
just electric power?
It's electric.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to get this fuel generators up and running.
Alright, so train works.
Hmm?
That's our wrapping up point. There you go, everyone. We're going to do trains. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Comments down below. Hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you all next time.
Everybody have a good one.